Hello guys, coming at you with another episode of the Political Machine, and today we are playing as Senator Al Franken of Minnesota versus Bill Weber, which I believe to be a senator in Minnesota as well. I have a mod pack on right now, so I don't really know who he is, but I do know who Al Franken is. Ironically, both are from the same state, and I didn't even notice that. So we're going to start out as the Democrats, and I suppose that it would be a good idea to try to win over our home state. And it appears that we start out with $4 million, which is quite a bit. You can see that he's actually not got that big of a stronghold on these states. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to try to snatch Texas while I can. I'm going to put down a campaign headquarters, and I'm going to give a speech about reducing the wealth gap. And so far, we're already winning Texas. So let's see what we could do there. Okay, so what our goals should include will be every state that is blue. That's our goal. So we want at the very least, all states that are blue. Okay, so we're going to try to win Texas, Florida, Ohio, New York, California, and some other states. So we're going to sit here in Texas for another day. We're going to preach about gun rights. I don't really know exactly what Al Franken is all about, but I do know that he's more of a leftist than most Democrats. And apparently Texas is our first dark blue state. That's so awesome. Okay, so we're going to give another speech supporting green jobs. That's very good. So because we can do that, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get as much appeal here as I can. So let's check out the issues here. So to independence, gun rights, securing the borders, election integrity, green jobs, ISIS, and Black Lives Matter are some of the most important issues. You can see here we could win over some Republicans with quite a few key issues, which I think we should probably do. So as you can see, we're at 60%, and we're going to just spend a lot of time here in Texas right now. And you can see that we can just say that Bill Weber opposes gun rights and securing the border. So that gives us, well, we didn't do too good on that. That was a doozy. But we have 100% awareness here in Texas and 62% of the vote. So we have Texas locked right now. There's not much he can do at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a speechwriter, which makes us have better speeches, and a fashion consultant, which improves our appearance, and ads will become better. So what we're going to do here is we're gonna try to, oh, he's getting some support there, but not that much. So we are going to pander to the Floridian crowd. That just gave us 7%. And now we'll go off to our first media visit here in Washington. Good Day. Okay, so it says you've been invited to appear on Good Day. This is a morning show with some slightly over-caffeinated hosts, where your questions will be more about character issues. It will generally be a show you want to be on. You'll be able to get your message out to a broad audience while avoiding difficult questions that may alienate voters. So it can't really sway good or bad, but it's not necessarily something that you really want to do. It appears this one's going to be about immigration, and this is the only thing that we have, which I'd say is a good answer for what we're running right now, but apparently it's not. Yeah, that wasn't very good. We should probably not do that show anymore if we can help it. Let's travel off to South Dakota and see what we can do. And we increase our ratings. So we're going to want to put that in a state like Florida right now. Oops. And we will move off to Ohio and try to win them. We'll build a campaign headquarters, and we will create our first TV ad talking about election integrity. And we'll stay there for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about reducing the wealth gap and election integrity. Those are some of the key parts of our campaign that we've got going so far. So we want to pander to that as much as possible to keep them going. We're going to want a PR consultant so that we're better with media bias, although I hate that in real life. We're going to have to do that for this game. So now we're going to do more speeches to ensure that we have complete control over Ohio. And now we will make sure that Florida is locked at 60 and try to swing over those 6% of voters. Our awareness is far better than Weber's so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do Zika funding once more, and Social Security is a very good one. What we'll do next turn around, since Republicans, okay, they support Social Security, so we could in fact actually hurt Weber's credibility on this issue, and perhaps on probing Hillary's emails. Actually, that one would be a very good one. Support for Israel would be a good one, but not extremely good, as there's only +1 thumb up, which is not necessarily that good. So we're going to ship off to California, make sure we can win that, because I have seen it actually flip red before. Not in this game, but actually in my whole time playing this game. And it kind of shocked me, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I want to make sure that we have California completely locked. And it appears we're about 1/5 of the way through the campaign. So we're going to support abortion rights. We're going to actually set up another television ad about the environment, and another television ad about addressing climate change. And what I can do is I can hire an advertisement guru, and he'll stay here and make those cheaper. So now we're spending even less on ads than we normally would. And you can see that we have just about all the super important states locked. And that's very good for us. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to build a campaign headquarters once more. And next turn we're going to do a little bit of fundraising. And apparently we're trouncing Weber. We're going to do a little bit of fundraising. And now we're going to do some speeches. Whoa, these are a lot of issues. I favor a strong military, not really. Because we have... Actually, I think it's like the U.S. spends 55% of all their budget on military. And if you put all military-related budgets together, that's 71%. It's ridiculous. But so we're going to hit on a different issue. Unless strong military is a strong issue with them, perhaps we should find that out. So you can see that addressing climate change is going down, and we want to keep that importance up, because not only do we support it, but it's also an important issue. Securing the borders, we want that to go down. So what we can do is we can hurt Weber on that. We could say that he doesn't support strong borders, and that he... yeah, we'll just say he doesn't support strong borders. So we will say opponent opposes or favors, because we don't want him to snatch those independents, because that can swing this election. And apparently that did not work. So what we're going to do is we're going to preach to ourselves. We're going to fight ISIS, and we will address climate change. Now let's move on to Connecticut to make sure that he doesn't keep Connecticut as red. You can see that this is sort of a swing state at the moment. So we will secure the borders, and we will make sure that the election integrity is there to stay. Now I saw a question mark. Okay, it's in Alaska, yeah. Well, it's also in Michigan. So what we're going to do, we're going to snatch this one. And that's fine, because I only had 1 stamina left. So now we're going to quickly try to get to Alaska and see if there's anything good there. And that's not good. And I wasn't expecting to win Alaska in the first place, so I guess we're alright. I guess we could try Louisiana. Yeah, okay, well, oh, whoa, okay, we can move that to California. That will help a lot, actually. We should probably move over to California quickly. And then soon we'll lock these states. So what we can do is we can add these to our important states. So I will make sure that these states are important to us. That is at the very least what I would like to win, but I'm willing to bet that we could pull that off. And perhaps even that. Maybe not this one or this one, Tennessee and Alabama, but there is a chance, and I want to go for that. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to... Let me just get that off. That for some reason that won't go away, and that's kind of annoying. Perhaps I can get a spin doctor. Yeah, actually no, a smear merchant. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we're gonna place him in Tennessee. We're gonna win over these states here first, and then we're gonna go after the South. So we want to pander to the legalization of marijuana, the marijuanas. And Washington is usually a pretty easy state to win for a Democrat. So we will just flip them right there. You can see that they are each nearly at 60%. If we could flip these three, that'll be great. We'll add Colorado to our plan. We could actually do a complete 538. I bet if we try hard enough and make the best of our time, there's no way we could fail this. Okay, we don't have stamina, so perhaps we can hire a spin doctor, and we'll put that spin doctor here as well. That way we can make our issues just that much more important there. And next turn I'm going to come over here. We have Texas still locked, we have Florida locked. We're doing very good right now. So we're going to talk about wealth all the time this week. And we're also going to talk about the election integrity and securing our borders. And now Tennessee is a fairly blue state. So what we're going to do now, actually, we're going to build an outreach center. We're going to upgrade it a lot. That way, not only can we get tons of clout, but then that also makes this state super blue. Clout is used for endorsements. For those of you here that did not or are not aware of the game mechanics, that's basically meant to win those endorsements, which give you huge awareness across the country, which is insane. So we're gonna win this, and then here, perhaps we should build another outreach center and upgrade it once more. The later show, I suppose. I don't want to invade Iran. Let's give diplomacy a chance. Yeah. That's a very good answer, actually. Wow. The climate is changing unless it isn't, but it is. Should we declare war on the climate? We need to act now. Very good. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why that... Oh, I see why. Okay. It's because it's within a 10% margin, I think. And it's been... And there's a fair amount of... what is it called? Awareness in both states. So we're going to try to win the Deep South somehow. I don't know how we're going to do this. Perhaps I can... I'm going to win this one, definitely. That is very important. Candidates. Okay, we're going to choose our running mates. And I want to choose Bernie Sanders. Definitely. So we're going to have Sanders sit here in Alabama, the Deep South. And we're going to raise awareness for election integrity here in Louisiana. Okay, we're doing pretty well in Louisiana. And we are just cranking out that clout. So now here we're going to talk about securing the borders, which is a heavily Republican issue, but we can discredit him at every point. So here we're going to also talk about Zika, as we did down in Florida, and we're just flipping these states on their heads. And perhaps we could even win Georgia, which I'm going to try to do. You can see just how blue everything is becoming. We're going to fund Zika. We're going to fight ISIS. And I'm also going to be cheap and put both of these peoples here. So now we're going to crush Weber here. All of his issues are unimportant now. And we can also secure another endorsement. Wow. This is going very well. I wouldn't say it's very hard to win South Carolina right now. Oh, I was going to try to win that, actually. Get it away from them so I could get the Deep South. Okay, we're going to raise religious freedom, which I don't know why anybody would be against it unless they were Republicans, to be honest, because of, you know, Trump, what's been going on. But I'm surprised that the Democrats would be against it in this game. I almost wonder if that's a glitch. So we're going to make South Carolina. Whoa, Texas flipped on us. That's not good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, I can't. Okay, do we have... Okay, we do. We're going to have to sacrifice parts of Ohio, actually. So you come here, and so do you. And what are you? You're a political operative. Okay. You're going to go here. Actually, no, you're not, apparently. Okay, so Texas we're doing a little bit better, and Tennessee we pretty much have it locked down, so that doesn't matter that much. We are going to get a fixer, and he will go ahead and fix. Let's see what the awareness is. Okay, we're going to want to fix Little Miss Storyteller here. She's going to get beat up. Perfect. Now we are going to pander to Texas. Okay, that didn't go so well right there. As you can see, most of the oh wow. Okay, so now that means that I get lots of points here and in West Virginia because of that. Oh no, you bastard. Okay, we're gonna go here to Georgia really quick. Okay. Where's our awareness low? Pretty low there. So we're gonna move. Okay. Georgia, we're gonna have to move you plebs here. And we're actually gonna move the awareness over to here. And we're gonna pander to Georgia just a little bit more. As well as speak about reducing the wealth cap. Rip. Okay, so now we're going to want to move to these states if we're going to want to win them. We're almost done with the campaign, actually. We're going to want to increase the election integrity argument here. And we will... well, I guess we're going to have to stay then. So we're going to want... let's say... probably an intimidator. Yeah. If he has any signs somewhere... So definitely here. We're gonna crush that sign. He will knock down those signs. We're gonna go to the next turn, and we're actually pretty even with the amount of money we've got. So now we're just gonna make this pretty much tons of freaking television ads to increase our awareness everywhere. We're gonna say that the opponent opposes this. Yeah. Wow. This is huge, actually. We're going to quick go here to Connecticut. And it drains tons of cash. So now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go to California, which is pretty much a bank for us. And soon I'm going to start working on the Midwest as soon as I can get the South to fully support me, which will be totally insane. Okay, so that's a lot of money we just got. We're going to head down to Arkansas. And there's no other things that we can... Well, yes, there is, actually. Can win their endorsement. Yeah! Just got tons of awareness everywhere. That's very good. And for some reason, that's there. And this guy needs to go away. I don't like him. I didn't like this television show the last time. So, suppose we could try it one more time. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah. No, what? No! What are you doing? Okay, yeah, I'm never going on that show again. It's horrible. How are we winning Alaska? How is this possible? Okay, I guess we're going to have to go back down here, and it appears that we're good in Ohio. Pretty good in Texas. Yeah, we have Texas locked. They're not going to change. Florida's definitely not going to change. California's not going to change. Yeah, we're good. I'd say we're pretty good in the South as well, except Georgia. Georgia's the only one that's really worrying me. And Virginia. Tennessee doesn't. Kentucky doesn't. Okay, so I'm pretty worried about Georgia. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to get a little bit of funds, possibly. And now Arkansas is deep blue, which we're going to try to gather up a little bit more of those independents so we can lock the state. We're going to start working our way up. We're going to support Black Lives Matter. We're going to fight ISIS, and then we're going to move on to Illinois. Minnesota is not going to flip their way, and Wisconsin might. So now it's just a matter of locking the states. Delaware, they might actually win. I don't want that to happen, but I rather win Illinois than Delaware. But we're going to have to get Delaware just to make sure. How much do these endorsements cost? We could get another endorsement from these guys. Wow, that's actually really cool. I've never noticed that. That's super cool. I could just spam the freaking the endorsement. That's so good. Wow. Okay, now my stamina is increased because I accidentally skipped a turn. And it appears that he might win Georgia back, and that's not gonna. It's not fly with me. So we're gonna put a smear merchant here. We're gonna raise our issue of Zika funding, and that didn't work. So let's see what the Republicans believe this guy on. See what they like him for. Securing the borders. I will attack him on securing the borders. I will do that immediately. Yeah, and fighting ISIS. I will say that he does neither of those. So he does not want to fight ISIS. And that doesn't work. Okay. We're going to move on to Iowa then. Iowa's part of the Corn Belt, and they have farming subsidies as an issue, which is pretty good because Al Franken, he comes from a state, Minnesota, where that is also an issue. So we're just gonna, okay, actually perhaps we should go here. No, why? Okay, get another endorsement. Wow. That's so cheap. Bee colony collapse. Ooh, that's good actually. We want to keep that up. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and saving the bees, yeah. We're gonna make an issue of saving the bees, yes. Very serious issue, actually. It's not even that non-important in real life. It's something huge. So we're gonna demonize him, and we're also gonna say that he opposes securing the borders. Might lose a little bit of Democrats, but we're taking away Republicans, which is good. And okay. There's a lot of states here that could flip either way, which is sort of worrying, but I'm not super worried. And now he's pretty much flipped Tennessee somehow. So we're going to save the bees. I'll talk about saving the bees again. And that didn't work. So we're going to move on to Georgia. And this is not good. Okay, that is good. Now we're going to say that the opponent opposes doing so, and that's probably not going to work, and it didn't. But it's worth a shot every time, just to demonize him. I'm going to praise religious or not. Going to say that you hate the wealth gap, and that did not work. Okay. So, appears we're mostly good, except West Virginia and Ohio, which is kind of obvious that Ohio would happen. So we're going to win another endorsement. And that should put Georgia at 100%, yeah. So now we're just going to farm Ohio. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what this kid's doing. Okay. He has this guy. I hate this kind of guy. So we're going to get a fixer. And this guy's going to go down. What? What are you doing? There we go. Yes, perfect. Now I will do space. Oh, whoa. Okay, I didn't even realize that it was already over. Okay, we will win all of those states. Guaranteed. This state, maybe. That's okay. Delaware, maybe. Connecticut, most likely. Ohio, yes. Texas, yes. Possibly not Arkansas. Louisiana, probably not. New Mexico, probably not. I just want to win as many as possible, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, we're pretty good. We're probably gonna win Alaska. There's a chance. Let's try flipping a red state. Wait, what? Not enough money. Oh, what? Okay, at least they're semi-rich, so I can move. Farm subsidies. And that wasn't enough to flip it. Let's just hope that this can somehow help it. Yep. Let's see what we could do, guys. Okay, so it's going really good. We have the Northeast locked. Delaware went red. That's not good. So did South Carolina. West Virginia and Tennessee? What? I could have swore we had those locked. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have coast-to-coast borders with our... Yeah. Okay, technically, yes, that counts. Okay, yep, from east to west, we have a straight blue border. We did very good. This is great. I love this. And we almost got 100 million votes, and we got 458 electoral votes. Wow. That's insane. So you could see that he was far stronger on fighting ISIS, securing the borders, but not as strong on reducing the wealth gap. He was surprisingly stronger on election integrity somehow. Same with resettlement. We were stronger on Black Lives Matter, even though we barely talked about it. Addressing climate change, we obviously won. Probing Hillary's emails, I'd like to, but I know that it makes us lose support for some stupid reason. On all other issues, we pretty much trounced him. And we did really good. You can see he spent quite a bit more money than us, and we spent way more clout and political capital than him. And see, this is how screwy the American electoral system is. I get 458 electoral votes, he gets 80, and I had 95, almost 96 million votes, and he had 72. That's insane. And this is what the map looks like. I'm surprised we didn't win New Mexico. I saw it at the last moment, but you'd have thought that our huge boost for supporting the end of unemployment from that endorsement, that we would have won it, but I suppose not. And we did a pretty good job making the South go blue. Yeah, we got Texas early on, and that was a really good move on us. And you could see just how much we beat him. That's pretty good. Let's check the news. I guess it doesn't say much, really. I'll just check that for next game. But yeah, we got less states than I originally was hoping for. But we got all the wealthy states, the electoral rich states, and our awareness was very well across all states except for the ones that he happened to win. So if they'd have known about me, I would have undoubtedly won those states. So if not for that, we would have trounced him even further. But that's all we've got for this episode of Al Franken and Bernie Sanders as vice president. versus Bill Weber and I think Pelosi? No, not Pelosi, Haley as his running mate. They failed. And for a while, because of this purple, it was looking like a close race. But for the most part, you could see what was going on up here. And that would pretty much tell you who would win, most likely. And we happen to have a lot of very dark blue states, and most of them were very important states. And not to regard any other state as less important, but when it comes to the Electoral College, unfortunately, you can just skip other states. But that's how it works here in America. Very glad to say that we won. It was on normal difficulty, and we still did pretty good. And in our plan, he was only supposed to get 59 electoral votes, but he ended up getting 80, which is not that far off. And we did very well. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm P Shooter, and I hope I can shoot you next episode.